White, and about 14,500 packed into McHale Center. Kansas wins the tip, and we are underway, and this is Melvin Council Jr.
The matchup I'm watching is inside with Bidunga and Kribas. They both played dominantly in that first meeting.
Here's a lob. Bidunga catches it and then kicks out. Good hands by Arizona. White coming off an outstanding game. Feed Peterson, jumper, got it. Darren Peterson knocks down the three, and Kansas has the first points of the game.
He looked good doing it, and I'll tell you, Karchenkov's got a great matchup today. He got his hand on 2 balls on that possession, but wasn't unable to finish it out.
Rivas kicks opposite. Karchenkov with White bodying up on him, off balance. And Miller, his first. Karchenkov, 74%, makes them both. I got in real time to do a nice test pregame with Karchenkov. I told him he'd made 12 in a row to see if the announcer jinx would bother him, and it didn't. He knocked it down.
Well, Mom and Dad are here from Germany, and he is a very mature young guy.
Peterson off the mark that time, out of the hands of Bidunga, and it's Arizona the other way down a point.
Now, you know Arizona loves to go inside early and often. He doesn't do this much.
Rivas off the mark and out of bounds. Arizona led by Tommy Lloyd, his 5th season after 22 seasons at the side of Mark Few. And what a job he has done, and has fared exceptionally well against ranked teams just like Bill Self.
This ball's going to go inside shortly.
Tiller leaning, little strong. Pete pulls down the rebound. Off balance, Bradley, a little bit high off the window, and it's Trey White on the move. White to Peterson, probing for space, and now Kansas will set it up. Council into the paint, high arcing shot. He's so good at that floater.
He really is, John. He's really a maestro in pick and roll. They're going over the top of those screens, but he gets to the middle of the paint, and he's got that floater down. Both of these teams are going to play from the inside out to start this game. Right there.
Against Tiller, off the window, and points in the paint. They're second in rebounding, and Tiller, one of Kansas's 2 main big guys, will grab a seat.
Well, Kansas has played small a lot this year with White at the 4. The problem is they haven't done it very much against Arizona, who loves to pulverize you inside. Over and back.
And Burry stepping in, causing that turnover. Arizona basketball.
Now remember, Arizona shoots fewer 3-point shots than anybody in the country, and that's because when you have Pete, Awaka, Kribas, it's like having a great running game in football, or a great offensive line, if you will.
And we welcome you. And we welcome you to McHale Center at Alchemy Arena inside, and Mo Kribas.
That's that inside game that we've talked about. They are as good post to post as anybody in the country.
Tipped out of bounds. Tommy Lloyd getting out of the way. 6-5 Arizona here in the early going. John Shambi and Fran Fraschilla. Arizona trying to exact some revenge on Kansas, who handed them their first loss of the season. They were a perfect 23-0 and lost February 9th at Allen Fieldhouse. Peterson, little hesitation, pull up, and that jumper wouldn't go. Pete the rebound.
Oh, Pete's already made his presence felt on that defensive glass. He's healthy.
Pete puts it on the floor. Stops, spins, hits. Peterson inside, off balance. Burry's rebounds. Arizona on the move.
Kansas friends have said that's as loud as they can remember that atmosphere as any they can remember.
Tommy Lloyd even commented on it when I spoke to him today about what an atmosphere it was. Good atmosphere inside McHale Center here today, as Arizona has a 5-point advantage. Peterson here. White feeds Bidunga, working on Krivas, far from the basket. And Burry's able to track it down.
John, both of those big men, Bidunga and Krivas, they were dominant in that opening game, and Krivas is one of the best defensive players in the country. I think Bidunga will be the defensive player of the year in the Big 12.
Marchenkov picks up the dribble.
Here comes
Krivas, the double team comes. And they try to find Pete, and they do!
Well, Trey White fell asleep when the ball came out of the trap. He turned away from the ball, and they threw it right over the top. And Pete hasn't scored much, but you could see the impact he makes being healthy.
Peterson kick out. That jumper misses everything. Burry's at the basket. Left hand is good.
A star.
And again on one of those kill shot runs.
And Bill Self is going to use every timeout in the first half if he needs to.
Well, Marco Jackson picks up his dribble. White will try. His three won't go. Loose ball. Burry's comes up with it. And Burry's is fouled.
John, keep in mind, this young man averaged only 8 points a game in his first 5. And when we asked the coaching staff throughout the year, they said in high school, where he was a dominant player, best player in California, he played very comfortably. And once he got to college, and it took a little while, he figured out, you know, I got to play harder and longer and tougher every night. And he's made himself into one of the best young guards in America.
He was the number 12 overall recruit in the ESPN 100, but he was actually one of 3 finalists for National High School Player of the Year. Pete inside, bullies his way in and draws the foul. Founders in the entire country on a rate basis.
John, he gets a rebound every 2.25 minutes. The NBA scouts love the guys who get a rebound every 3 minutes, and he certainly is ahead of that pace.
Peterson, jumper, wouldn't fall. And now fight for the loose ball, and they'll go possession arrow, and it belongs to Arizona.
Yeah, I think that should be a travel. If you've got possession of the ball and you come down, take a look right here. He's got it. Now, if he doesn't establish a pivot foot, it's a different deal.
He lost possession and then
regained it. Yep.
Grabbed it. Well, this one, at least so far, has been about the return of Koa Pete. He's got 8, missing the last 3 games.
John, when you talk to the Arizona folks, I think they think he could have played sooner, but because everything matters to this program on March 19th, Tommy Lloyd was very conservative.
Bradley had his shot blocked. Peterson pushes up ahead. Jackson. Oh, Marco Jackson hangs, can't hit. And Bia flips it up, too strong. Rebound Arizona. A couple of point-blank looks, and Kansas could not convert. Burry's. Braden Burry's as good a shooter as they have. Maybe Aristode by percentage points, but
no, I'll take this kid every day of the week, respectfully.
A turnover. Burry's left hand is good.
This is unbelievable.
Burry's with 7, Arizona up big.
The crazy thing is, there are a lot of NBA teams here to see multiple talents, prospects. Peterson, obviously, maybe the #1 pick, but Braden Burry's, boy, is he coming on like a house of fire.
It is a 19-0 Arizona run. Inside Bidunga. Franny, in this spot, I know that I don't mean it to be that it's on him, but when you have the best player on the court, supposedly in Darren Peterson,
you got to at some point say, give me the ball and I'll show you what I can do. And I don't even care if he misses shots.
Yes.
Stay aggressive, like right here.
At the basket
That's it.
and 1.
That's it.
And
That's
Peterson,
what you do.
he's got 5. Yeah, you consider it's a weird stat. Kansas is 12-5 with him, 9-2 without him. So he's missed 11 games, including the first matchup between these teams February 9th. Kansas won. Karchenkov too quick for Mbia.
I'll tell you what, man, he's one of my favorites. A freshman from Germany. He's grown up playing with pros, and he is not worried about who he's guarding.
Karchenkov guarding Peterson. Shot is short.
Remember what we said early in the year, Arizona has 8 starters. And when you look at Del Orso and Walker coming off the bench, this is why they were #1 for quite a long part of the season.
Awaka inside, and they get a travel on Tobe Awaka. All Arizona here in Tucson from McHale Center at Alchemy Arena. Tommy Lloyd trying to pick up win number 27. They've lost just twice, once at Allen Fieldhouse against Kansas and once here against Texas Tech.
Now Bill Self's gone back with Bryson Tiller with 2 fouls, and I like it because why foul out a guy who, by the time you put him out in start the second half, the game might be over.
And turnover, it'll go the other. Couldn't have said 5 years ago.
No, he would have been. We'd had NCAA investigators all over us. Nope. Great young man, great family, and a 4-time state champion in the state of Arizona, a winner.
Really good player. Here's Karchenkov looking for help. Awaka shoots a 3. And Bidunga pulls down the board. Kansas down 15. Jamari McDowell swings it. Council now. Council inside,
so
flips it up and in.
That's good. John, that's what we call a hostage dribble. When you get the defender on your back because he's fighting over the top, he doesn't let him out of jail, so he just shoots that floater before his defender can get back in front. Really, he does that really well.
Bradley spins, kicks out Karchenkov. And Awaka able to save it. And McDowell ultimately comes away with it. Kansas the other way. Council slips for a second, needs some help. Well, Marco Jackson with Bradley on him, elbow jumper. Arizona's played excellent defense. Kansas shooting 24% from the floor.
Well, at least Kansas has stemmed that long run by Arizona. Now they need 3 or 4 stops, and they have to be, they got to execute offensively.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Bradley. Del Orso, off balance jumper. And that one rolls home. The kid from Australia, the transfer from Campbell, who was recruited because he put his high school basketball videos on YouTube.
There you go. Whatever works.
Jackson quick to the basket. Did they get
Danny that? He said, I don't know. He said, I think somebody from the Jazz obviously purchased him. He said, but the guy next to me is on scholarship.
Yeah.
Oh, how good were they?
They were phenomenal, and they go back a
long time.
A long, long ways. I asked them each if they had played here. Danny said, yeah, I played here. Kevin said no, but they still named the court after him.
Yeah, exactly. Larry Bird.
Karchenkov to the corner. Bradley, shot clock winding down. Floater is short. Loose ball, and Rosario comes away with it. Well, we'll see if Kansas can chip away at what is a 15-point deficit. This has been all Arizona.
Again, now with this lineup, I think you got to look for Peterson, and he's got to look for getting the ball now.
And Bidunga getting the ball just too far from the basket. Looking for some help, gives off White, jump shot. That won't fall. And they get a foul underneath. And that is going to be on Jaden Bradley, his first. Or his second, I beg your pardon.
Give it to him.
Peterson Deep three, off the mark. White tried to tip it in. Game against Houston, a season-high 23.
And let me say this, he's been really reliable for Bill Self this year. He and Melvin Council, they haven't always hit the transfer portal well, but those two guys have really, they've become Jayhawks in just a few months.
Well, Council's one of the more popular players we've seen in recent memory. And Del Orso traveled.
Yep, slid his pivot foot, there's no question. And I mentioned it earlier, you know, I don't remember in all my years covering Kansas that a player in 1 year could have the impact not only on winning, but on his coach's happiness as this guy.
Yeah, there is a connection between Bill Self and Melvin Council Jr., no doubt.
Yep.
He came aboard talking about they needed to play like dogs. And, that one, a dogged move to the bucket. 2 more for Council. He's got 6, and at Allen Fieldhouse, they bark at him.
Exactly. And right now, I think you're going to see some paint touches if you're Tommy Lloyd.
He gets it with White on him. Bidunga comes. Murray swings it, and Del Orso can't hit.
That's a good gamble by Kansas. They double team Pete, and they force somebody else to beat him, and Del Orso, usually reliable, did not knock it down.
Council picks up his dribble, gets it to Peterson. Peterson at the basket.
Let's watch Melvin Council. Remember his story, Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York. Then he took the ferry over to Wagner. Then he went back up to St. Bonaventure. And remember what Woj told the Kansas staff. Adrian Wojnarowski, now the GM of St. Bonaventure basketball. When he left Bonnie's, he told the staff, when he visits, don't let him get away.
Off with a steal at the basket and lays it in.
That's as good a defender on the perimeter as you will see in the country, folks, and he's only a freshman.
Born in Russia, grew up in Germany, both his parents from Russia, and played professionally there.
And they are here this weekend.
White lost the handle, take it away. Del Orso trying to feed Kribas. White on the move. White splits the defense, hits the back of the iron, and now Arizona the other way. Great look, Koa Page. Murray's with the 5. Pete has 10. And it's Arizona by 16. In a good atmosphere here at McHale Center.
Oh, you got to shoot that.
White jumper, short.
I'll tell you, Peterson comes off a down screen to the baseline, and he's going to make that shot 7 times out of 10, and he passes it up. He's got to stay aggressive. He looks healthy, John. He's a tremendous talent.
Murray's at the basket and gets it to go. 2 more for Braden Murray's. He's got 9.
Yes, Tommy Lloyd, as we see the standings right now, Arizona has a chance to clinch a tie. We asked Tommy Lloyd early in the year, do you want 4 quarters or 2 halves? He goes, no, I don't want 4 quarters. I want 2 halves so we can get into bonus quickly and pound people inside, which is the first time I've heard the coach say that.
Yep. Peterson kicks Council into the paint.
Beautiful.
And there's that floater again.
That's so good. That is a hard shot to master. You know what's crazy about that shot? More often than not, he swishes those.
Yeah. Marchenkov, Bidunga pops out, and they almost turned it over. In and out, Kansas basketball as they're down by 16, closing in on 3 to go. Peterson.
Good hands.
And it knocked away.
That's
Peterson
Marchenkov.
gets it back to Council.
That's Marchenkov, John. All right. Now, John, here's the deal. If you're Kansas, you will be excited to go into the locker room down 10 or 9 or 8. And
Jake
right now, they've got a
Dawson
chance.
off the bench and knocks down a big shot. Feed inside, Owaka, short. Owaka the offensive rebound, loose ball. Council picks it up. Council on the move. Dawson again. And Burries rebounds the miss.
Good looking shot by Jaden Dawson, who's been hiding in witness protection for much of the Big 12 season.
Burries, oh, nasty crossover. Out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock.
Now watch this effort by both teams right now. You see Karchenkov once again. He must have like a 7-foot wingspan, John. And then the kick out. Jaden Dawson, who shot 35% at Loyola Chicago in his career.
Tommy Lloyd's group yesterday at one point, they were practicing basically held balls, trying to rip the basketball away. They match up 2 guys and 2 guys. Del Orso. And now Council the other way.
This is a good opportunity for Kansas to cut into this lead.
Bidunga has been really quiet. Flory not even really looking at the basket. Back to Bidunga, his shot, that won't fall. Burries. Inside and
about him or Boozer or Devonsa, all great players. A lot of time left for Darren Peterson to prove people right.
Owaka working on Bidunga, and he traveled.
So good job by Flory, both big men. We told you about Krivas. Krivas has neutralized Bidunga on one end, and Flory's done a good job with particularly Owaka, who's traveled twice now.
Darren Peterson with the basketball. Kansas down 13. Peterson's got 10. Peterson into the paint, high arcing shot wouldn't fall.
That's a good shot. They went 2 for 1 right there to get 2 possessions, and Darren just couldn't make it. But again, he's being guarded by an excellent defender. Arizona's figured them out, and of course Arizona, John's got so many ways to hurt a defense.
Yeah, going with that smallish lineup. Arizona is here. Burries, Del Orso, and in and out.
Great look, great design play. And I would, if I were Darren Peterson, now I just keep it.
Peterson going to work, hangs and hits. And that is the way we close the first half. The combo of Bidunga, White, and Tiller. So, an 11-point game, Kansas basketball to start the second half. And Peterson catches, turns the corner, has the shot blocked by Krivas.
He's going to score that 80% of the time, but not with Krivas.
And Karchenkov.
But Krivas fits this team better than Basar did because of their physicality.
Council here. And Tiller with Pete on him. Spins and shoots. And Krivas comes away with the rebound. Arizona leading it by a dozen. Karchenkov slipped down and then lost the handle for a second. Bradley directing traffic.
Jaden's got only 1 field goal, John, but it does not matter. He does not need to score. He is an orchestrator.
2 points and 2 assists as he shoots the air ball. And it's out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock, Arizona basketball.
Now we talk about kill shots, those 10-0 runs. Kansas is within striking distance.
Bradley tosses it in. And now Pete working on Tiller. And Peterson skies for the board. Peterson, quick release.
Nice.
And the
do
tip.
that?
Wow.
Wow. He pulled up to shoot the floater because Krivas was deep in the paint, and then somehow got his own rebound and just guided it back in.
Jumped and jumped again. Peterson with 14.
They get it to single figures. This will be a danger zone for Arizona.
Karchenkov had it knocked away. Kick up ahead and Council. Council at the basket. Can't hit. Out of bounds, and it's Kansas basketball.
John, the previous play, Peterson's shot was blocked by Krivas. So watch him shoot it up there. He babies it up there, but terrific job. A quick second jumping right there. Staying with it and getting himself, I wouldn't say it easy to, because that was difficult.
Gathering it in and putting it home. Kip Kissinger having a quick chat as Brooks Wells is over at the table.
I always felt when my teams had a double-digit lead at half that it was critical that we came out, and it sounds silly, but warmed up hard, played hard the first 3 possessions, hard blockouts, hard screens, good shots, because what you don't want to do is play hard for 20 minutes, let up on the gas, and then give away a 12-point lead.
Peterson to inbound. Peterson, that's a 3.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
He's got 17, and all of a sudden, it's a 7-point game.
We were right here in front of him. Was that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
That pull-up was outstanding. This is what he's got to do, John.
So now Burries. Arizona has been quiet from the floor. Pete inside, rolls off, Bidunga rebounds. Council at the basket, left hand, rolls out.
Oh, that floater was in, wasn't it? Halfway down. Good start to the second half for the Jayhawks. They're locked in.
Tommy Lloyd's team on offense, they've been getting to the line, but they've not been knocking down shots. Karchenkov can't end that drought. Pete with a big rebound. Pocket pass, Cole Pete. Hangs and hits. Cole Pete making his return, he's got a dozen.
Yeah, great job by Pete to go right through Bidunga. Flory lucky right there.
White, Tiller, and Bidunga have been really quiet for Kansas. Bradley right now on Peterson. Tiller, jumper, in and out. He's had a strong first half. Puts it on the floor. And a foul underneath.
I want you to watch this. A good design play right here. Watch the handoff by Bidunga. Peterson is going to come right off that screen. That is a textbook jump shot. Looking much more smooth now that he's regaining that health.
Love that behind the backboard look. Those cameramen get tired sitting up there all game, but they do a great job.
They're little guys, like me.
See what Peterson has done compared to the last couple. Burries rejected.
I like it because Tiller's got 3. Burries went at him, and Bryson held his ground without fouling.
Peterson jumper. Tip, and it's good.
Now here's the defense collapses on him.
So here's Burries now, 11 points, 10 rebounds. It's his 3rd double-double of the season. Krivas kicks to Bradley. Bradley, he's their floor general. Steps back, jumper. Krivas pulls down the rebound. Del Orso, great look.
That is what we call a dagger.
But again, Arizona doing it on the offensive glass. They're a brilliant rebounding team. And showing it off right there. Peterson tries to answer. Can't. Krivas rebounds. Pocket pass to Awaka.
Put a YouTube video out there, Trent.
Arizona, the Wildcats by 12 here at McHale Center at Alchemy Arena. White has been quiet and hits. First bucket of the game for Trey White. He's got 3. Kansas has gotten way more active defensively, and that one out of bounds. Tommy Lloyd and Chance Moore having a chat. Oh, they got a foul. I beg your pardon.
They got the big fella, Krivas.
So Mo Krivas picks up his second. 10-point game here in Tucson. Number 14 and number 2. Council gives off to Peterson. Back to Council. That's a 3.
Great.
Melvin Council Jr. with a triple.
John, that's what I'm talking about. When Peterson stays aggressive, he's got 2 on him, and he kicked it right back to Council. So he's got to be the catalyst of this offense in the second half.
Bradley inside, hangs and is fouled, and they get Flo. Wondered what it's like to sit next to Grant Fraschilla during a basketball game. It's the elimination chamber.
We wrestle on occasion.
Every once in a while. Peterson, wide open look, got it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is the Darren Peterson that Kansas fans have been waiting for. This is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The lead is 6 for Arizona.
He might be back on as the #1 pick on those mock drafts after this game.
Karchenkov looking for some space. Held ball, Bidunga ripped it away. Council to Peterson. Flory sets the screen.
Nice.
Peterson with Karchenkov on his hip, finds Bidunga. Inside and 2 for Flory. His first 2 of the game, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. Timeout, Arizona. 22, he has either scored or assisted on 19 of the last 21 Kansas points. Pete spinning. Good hands by Tiller. Awaka able to track it down.
Kansas
Shot clock under 10.
Yeah, their defense is much better inside, John.
Awaka jumper, that's short. And Kansas a chance to chip away at a 4-point deficit. Bradley out on Council.
Let's get Peterson the ball if you can.
He's got Karchenkov on him. Council at the basket. High arcing shot will go.
Wow. Done that all season. He's got that floater down. How about this? How about KU?
It's a 2-point game. Karchenkov. And that'll go. It's a 3. Ivan Karchenkov, a much-needed 3. He's got 10. Oh, splits the defense. Trey White, shot is short. And here comes Arizona. And Del Orso lost the handle. It'll be Arizona back. Arizona picks up a win today and Monday. They will clinch the outright title, but today with a win, they'll clinch a share of the Big 12 title. Koa Pete, point blank, couldn't hit. Krivas, offensive rebound. Bradley. Krivas the board. Bradley again. Oh, and the follow wouldn't go for Burries, and a foul on Kansas.
More impressive to me was Saturday at Houston when he played with bronchitis. and played 31 minutes.
He said he felt like he couldn't breathe. The lead back to 7 for Arizona, and they get Burries on the foul. That'll be number 3 on the freshman. 11 to go here, second half. And here at McHale Center, John Sciambi, Fran Fraschilla for another great battle in the Big 12.
Well, Flory Bidunga had 23 points in that first meeting, and it was a great battle between him and Krivas. Tonight, Krivas has probably got the better of him offensively from the Kansas standpoint, John, offensively. But Peterson has got to continue to have the ball in his hands.
Bidunga with Krivas on him. Peterson, corner 3. That one was deflected. Burries on the go. Bradley at the basket, puts it home. And it's back up to 9 for Arizona. Feed to Tiller. Contested, he couldn't hit. Arizona the other way. Bidunga tips it away. Bradley directs the traffic.
Good matchup here. Bidunga can guard guards. Let's see if he attacks him.
Bradley draws the foul. The lead is 11. It's a 9-0 Arizona run. Now Marco Jackson. Bidunga.
Karchenkov again. He's got Inspector Gadget arms.
Kids, ask your parents about Inspector Gadget. Almost lost it, Bradley. Shot clock winding down. Bradley got it! Bradley's got 11.
You ought to spell his name, W-I-N-N-E-R, in the back of that jersey.
Tiller lost the handle. Karchenkov picks it up. And Karchenkov
from Iowa State. Remember Niels Giffey?
Sure.
From UConn? All teammates. Taught him how to be a pro.
Arizona by 14. Burries finds Krivas with Bidunga on his hip. Left hand, and that is smooth.
Oh boy.
And the lead is ballooned back up to 16. A 14-0 run for Arizona.
Another kill shot. 10-0 plus.
Marco Jackson. And a foul inside at 25. They feed Karchenkov. He's got Peterson on his hip. Good hands. McDowell eventually, and now up ahead in White, and the throwdown.
Kansas needs a few more of those easy baskets. They're trying to pressure those guards.
Burries.
That
will
is a
step back and knocks it down.
That's a pro move, John. Good scorers create separation with their body and with their dribble. And Tommy Lloyd's not going to recruit thin guys.
Bidunga goes down. Ball is back in the hand of Burries.
I would say this is a sturdy team, would you?
Very much so.
2 hours each way.
Each way.
Got up at 4:45 every morning, got home at 8:30 at night. was a four-year great student and a four-time champion.
White off balance and books it. Wow. It's a 3 for Trey White. White now with 10. Closing in on 5 to go. Flory's rejecting this screen. And there's Pete to clean it up. 12 today. Burries knocks him down, and the lead back to 18. Kick up ahead, White. And that one rolls off. Del Orso, the rebound. Been a tough day for both Trey White and Flory Bidunga.
2 weeks ago, I thought Arizona was the best team in the country. Michigan not far behind, and certainly those two teams can get to a Final Four. But you're seeing what we saw from Arizona for 3 months.
Rivas with the deuce, and it's back up to 20, or I should say up to 20. Biggest lead of the game. White will try and hit.
Trey has been money this year from behind the arc. This is the best season he's had in his 4 years and 4 stops.